So we open at the dinner where we left off, and Ramona is still uncomfortable about the sex talk. So in an attempt to change the subject, Ramomo says, well, we had such a big day yesterday. Me and Leah got into it, but we got over it because her grandma's dying. And then, of course, that flat-faced new heifer says, oh, that sounds juicy. Maybe I could put it on my podcast. What happened? What happened to your lips? That's what I want to ask the good Lord. What happened to your lips? So Leah says, well, basically, Ramona is a button pusher, and that's why me and Sonia went off on her, because she pushes our buttons. It's what she does. Oh, Lord. Ebony gonna say, this is very Biggie and Pac, the way y'all just make up to break up. And child Sonia's like, Pac? Pop off? Oh, Lord. Now Ramomo asking Leah to not talk about sex because it makes her uncomfortable. Well, if you hadn't slept with half the Upper East Side, maybe it would remind you of your herpes. So Luann's going to bed because she can tell where the drinking's going. Leah's like, I don't know why Ramona just don't cop to the fact that she's an old tramp, because she's getting more dick than all of us combined. So Ebony thought Ramomo said that she could take a big one, but she didn't. And now they're running around the dining room table like a caucus race in Alice in Wonderland. So now Ramona is really mad that Ebony's talking about big peens too. Ramona, are you afraid everyone's gonna find out you're a tramp? Because we been new. So it's the next morning and we're getting ready for the big day. And Ramona is still whining that people are talking about penises. What is it about the penises? They're amazing. Leah and Ebony are having a moment to talk about Ramomo, and it's like, look, if you weren't in your thongs taking thirst trap pictures, giving us a stripper move, maybe we would believe your pious act. But we know you're pass around puss. So Ramona goes down to the lower level to tell Heather, look, if you're gonna hang out with us, you can't be putting our business on your podcast. Heather gonna say, I figure what I say about my life on my podcast is my business. Ramona said, I don't want to be talked about, whether it's nice or not. Like, can you promise me you're not gonna talk about me? Now, you know you can't trust this heifer far as you can throw her fish-lipped ass. So Ramona's upset that Ebony and Leah done brought their own glam, and Leah's like, look, I need this for emotional support. Oh, Lord, Ramomo, this is so rude of you. Ebony said, oh no, this isn't rude. As a black woman, my hair situation is different than yours. School her, honey. School her. Oh, Lord. Ramona's like, well, I'm hangry. You should have started earlier. Ramona, it's 15 minutes. Calm down, girl. Ebony said, like, I don't know what happened to you, but in 1865, we had the Emancipation Proclamation, so you will not tell me what I'll do with my time. I'll meet you at Lou's. I can get a car. It's not that difficult. Child, Luann said, the male model's got to be prepared up here so nothing happens down there. Looking at y'all's faces, ain't nothing going on down there. Trust and believe. So this is a nice spread at Luann's. The male model is, you couldn't have got nobody cuter. I know there's a lot of out-of-work models because there were no shows going on. You couldn't have got nobody cuter. All right. I mean, he okay. I don't mind his beefiness. It's just that face. So Garth's at Luann's making that lamb curry, and you can tell Sonia's jealous. Oh, so Garth don't drink. That's why Luann's so happy. And he show up on time? All right, sounds like you found a winner. Ooh, Ebony looks great in this Burberry shawl. So these heifers are 12 minutes late. No biggie, right? Leah almost looks nice. Almost. So Ebony apologizes to Ramomo for saying she thought she could take a big dick even. Well, I don't think she can, because she be fucking with them Upper East Side small penises. Oh, goodness. So Luann brought a guy for Sonia, but she's not interested. Sonia said, I'm an artist. I'm not going to be with an artist. You're not an artist. You're a fartist. Luann's like, look, I got you a guy that you can flirt with. I don't know what more you want. Je parle français. Sonia's like, I don't know why she think I'd like this kind of guy. I'm not into artists. I'm into bankers. Honey, you slept with everything that'll come your way. Please. Your pussy ain't picky. All right, we gonna get started painting. Let's see the penis. Wait a minute. Now is Ramona gonna complain about having to look at the penis too? Okay, so apparently he's impressed the ladies with his penis. So now we got the guitar player singing while he's nude posing. We're painting and enjoying the crisp afternoon. So Leah's hitting a wall dealing with her grandmother's stuff, and she's getting a bit of vertigo. And she's with Ramona of all people, and when you're having a moment, the last thing you need is Ramomo. So now we sit down to this infamous curry, and Luann asks, what happened last night? And Ebony said, well, Ramomo got upset with me because I was using inappropriate language. Luann gonna say, oh, well, me and Ramona grew up the same way, Christian Catholic girls. And Leah's like, please, Christian values and Ramona don't go together. Leah's like, you know what, I would understand if Ramona wasn't such a hypocrite. And Ramona says, well, my daughter doesn't speak that way. And Leah's like, you think your daughter's gonna talk to your uptight butt about who she's zooming and how she's busting it wide? But believe me, she busting it wide. Wide. Leah's like, well, I'm not your daughter. We're nothing alike. My eyes are a normal space apart. So I don't have anything to do with your daughter. I'm an adult. I'm your peer. Leah said, look, I need some consistency. One minute you dancing, flashing your titties to me. The next minute, it's we can't talk about sex. So either you gonna walk the walk or we gonna talk the talk. Oh, goodness. So apparently last year, Leah did cursed in front of Ramomo's daughter. And Ramona's daughter said, who speaks like that? Everybody. Oh. So Ebony's like, look, I can understand y'all not liking the words, but to say that you're not classy if you use those words, I don't agree with. I never said that. Yes, you did, Ramona. You said, what happened to class and elegance and we're ladies? You implied it. And then Luann gonna say, oh, well, it has nothing to do with class. It has to do with education. And Ebony's like, I have a law degree. I'm the most educated at this table. It has nothing to do with education. And then Ramona's gonna say, how do you know? Did you Google us? And she said, yes, I Google everybody. Again, she has a Juris Doctorate. Does anyone have a doctorate in the group? No? Okay then. So Luann's gonna say, you think your degree makes you more educated? Yes, that's the technical term for a degree. The more you have, the more educated you are. Okay, so now Leah comes back to the table and tells Ramona, if you bring your daughter up to me one more frickin' time. Oh, Leah said, you're not gonna treat me like a raunchy bitch when you're the hoe. She said, you're a hoe, you're a hoe, you're a hoe, leave me alone. Y'all are the biggest hoes ever. Bye. It's true, they are. So Heather says, I think we're not listening to each other. And Luann said, well, I thought I made it pretty clear for an uneducated person. And Ebony gonna say, look, I didn't say you were uneducated. I'm simply the most. Sonia gets it. She's like, she didn't say she was smarter or prettier. She just said she was more educated. It's a resume. Exactly. Oh, Luann say, well, I don't think you speak 3 languages. Now, Luann, you did say that language speaks to your education. She said, well, I was talking about Catholic education. Girl. Oh, Lord, Luann's like, oh, you think you're the smartest girl in the room. We got your number. Oh, Ebony said, this is your insecurity, Lou, not mine. Don't come into my house and tell me I don't have an education. Well, clearly you're not smart enough to comprehend the words that came out of her mouth because she didn't insult you. Ebony said, look, I'll have to be in your house. Toodaloo. Oh, oh my goodness, Ebony, you're yelling. Your white fragility is killing me right now. Yeah, all you have is get loud. Oh, God, don't go after her race. We don't go after your race. Ooh, it's getting good. Oh, Ebony said, I wish you would. Please do it. Sonia said, let her finish. Sonia's the real one this season. Lord, Ramona gonna move back. Ebony's so loud. Heather's listening too. Honestly, at this point, all y'all need to play the tape back so you can see what you said. Because everybody's saying what they didn't say and what they thought they heard. Oh. And so Luann says, why are you getting so angry? And Ebony says, oh, okay, so now I'm the angry black woman. Ebony's like, well, hold on, Heather. I just didn't like Luann making a false equivalency with people's education and the language they use. Oh, Lord. Luann gonna say you're an angry woman right now. And then the music just goes, boo. Ebony said, girl, you didn't have to mention my race. We know what you meant. Leah ran off, came back, shouted at Ramona, then left again. Nobody's seen her since, and no one's called her angry. Sonia said she don't seem angry to me. She seems to use her words. Ooh. Ebony said, if you don't want me here, I will leave your property because I respect you. And Luann said, I think you should go. Oh, boy. Luann did not just say, you need to calm down and think about what you just said. Oh, okay, this is going to be quite a season. Oh, Ebony said you try to shame any woman that is sexually free and you use education to do it. Well, I will see you all next week. They're bringing more than Atlanta brought. New York, they're okay, but they ain't never brought it like this. Ebony is here and she's taking no shit.